everybody.
Hello, Jake. Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank
Welcome,
you.
welcome to our very first show ever of our favorite things. And as you can see, my favorite show is Doctor Who. This is the fourth Doctor's scarf.
I've never seen the show, know nothing about it, so I'm gonna learn a lot of stuff today.
Yeah, this is my favorite, the classic era anyway. My favorite Doctor's scarf. It's 12 feet long. It's a original replica.
It's original replica. Did you want to explain what happened? Because I was like, I didn't understand why the scarf was like 12 feet long.
What happened was, when they were thinking up his costume, they wanted a scarf for him. So they found, see, this whole thing. They found a little old lady who loved to knit. Okay. And they took it and they had a whole box of yarn, and this box was kind of big, and they said, here, take this yarn and knit a scarf. They didn't give her any parameters or anything like that.
Except that. Take this yarn and knit a scarf.
And knit a scarf. That's just it. So a few weeks later, she comes back and here's this big, long scarf. And they're like, oh. we didn't want, thank you. They didn't want to be mean to this little old lady. And they're like, well, thank you. And they took it to the producers and said, we've got his scarf, but it's like super duper long. What do we do with this? And they're like, oh, that's great, no problem, we'll make it work. Because Tom was like super duper tall. He was like 6'3". So all they had to do was wrap it around his neck a couple times and just let it drape.
There you go. It became his signature look, it sounds like.
Yeah. You know? All you have to say is,
I love that story. I think that's really interesting.
Yeah, you just say big long scarf and everybody knows which doctor you're talking about. Everybody knows it's the fourth Doctor. So
that's funny.
And Jake knows who I'm talking about. I think he grew up with him, right, Jake? I think he did. Because he's like, I love it. That's great. I'm like, yeah. And I've got my Doctor Who shirt on with all the doctors on it.
Very cool. With their signatures you were showing me earlier.
Yeah. It's going the wrong way. Here we go.
There we go. Nice.
All the doctors on it.
So there were multiple doctors or multiple people that played the
multiple people that played the Doctor.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
There was 13 at the time of this shirt. Now we're getting ready for the 14th Doctor.
It's still on.
And it's still on.
I have never watched it.
Oh!
Never.
Hey, Wendy. Oh, girl, you got a lot of catching up to do. It started in 1963.
Well, it sounds like there's some serious binge watching for me in my future.
Well, I started watching it on On BritBox, I pay $6.99 a month,
Uh-huh.
which isn't that bad
Oh
because
no, not if you're watching stuff that you like, you know.
yeah, and you get to watch a whole bunch of other stuff, not just Doctor Who. There's a lot of other stuff you can
Yeah.
choose from, and there's a lot of cool stuff on BritBox. Um, Believe me, there's a lot of cool stuff on BritBox.
So you're getting ready on what's that like? I'm assuming that's like Britain TV
Uh-huh.
or TV like from Britain or whatever shows they watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
I love it. I love it. I love it. It's my favorite stuff. And you might like some stuff too. You never know.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
so but they have the first Doctor on up to the seventh Doctor. That's the classic era.
Okay.
And then they have a movie for the eighth Doctor. And then they took a big break, and then they have had a movie for the eighth Doctor. And then they took another big break, and then they rebooted it in 2005. And then the ninth Doctor on up to the getting ready for the 14th Doctor. So
Sweet. Oh, it sounds like a really interesting story.
it is. It's
Yeah, and
just very,
obviously, yeah, it's enough to keep it going. Yeah.
well, yeah, because it's a different person every time. So, and how it happened, you want to know how this whole regeneration thing happened? That's what it's called, regenerations.
Okay.
The whole reason why it happened was because the first Doctor, William Hartnell, ended up getting um okay, brain fart. Um he ended up getting um starts with an A. My grandma had it and I can't remember.
Alzheimer's?
Alzheimer's, thank you. See, maybe I am, who knows? Um
Doubt it.
he started having the beginning beginning of Alzheimer's
Okay.
during the show.
Yeah.
And then after like 4 or 5 years, they're like, we don't want to have him go. But um, yeah, are we taking questions during this show?
Sure, we can take questions. You mean
We
like,
can take questions.
yeah,
Um, yeah, we can take questions. We're going to be talking about our favorite shows, and then pull cards maybe if on the shows, maybe if it calls for it. And then we'll be taking questions, Wendy. So if you want to do that. Oh, Jake says, I used to smoke pot and watch Doctor Who. That was fun.
yeah, I know. No comment.
You know what? I'm not surprised. Okay, which doctor was that, Jake? I want to know.
Well,
Okay, because he was like during his fourth or fifth year, he they're like, oh, we really don't want to kick him out, but we have to because it was getting to the point where it was like getting detrimental.
yeah, yeah.
So he didn't want to go. He did not want to go. He was loving it,
Aw,
um, because there's a docudrama that was made. It's called um, an adventure in space and time. There's a docudrama out there called an adventure in space and time. It's about how William Hartnell became the Doctor,
yeah.
and it leads up to how he left. Um, they they um they put it out there in honor of the 50th. You know how Doctor Who started, so that's why they did that. But they ended up putting Patrick Troughton in as his replacement.
I'm looking at my phone, and Jake Tay says Christopher Eccleston. Does that mean anything?
Yeah, he was the 9th Doctor. He was.
That's who he was. That's who he was watching. Remember, you said, "Who are you watching?"
Oh, geez, yeah, he was the Doctor that started the reboot.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it didn't work, if Christopher hadn't done such a kick butt job, the reboot hadn't worked. Hadn't worked.
I agree. Yeah. While you were talking about that one doctor with the Alzheimer's, I was just shuffling my cards just to shuffle while you were talking, and the health card came out. Not that that has any significance to anything, but I thought, oh, that's pretty interesting. You're talking about, health issues. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, he had major Alzheimer's. It was bad.
Yeah.
He lived he was like 76 and he died in he was 67 and he died in 1976.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, and if the regeneration thing hadn't worked with Patrick Troughton, because he had a lot of stuff on his shoulders. And if it hadn't worked with Patrick, then Doctor Who wouldn't be where it is. So,
yeah,
I love it.
I see that.
You really should watch the old stuff, Jake. It's pretty good.
He says, "Do you girls like Xena or Buffy?" I don't even know who Xena or Buffy are.
I don't really like. I never watched Buffy. I couldn't get into her. I'm sorry. That's like to people when you say that. But when I did watch, because it's vampire stuff.
Oh, okay.
And it's about Buffy falling in love with vampires and fighting vampires. And I'm sorry, it's just I can't.
Yeah, it's not your thing.
It's not my thing. Yeah. But I preferred Xena when I did watch TV
when
I was younger.
About?
Xena, warrior princess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of TV, but I don't seem to be that I've watched any of this stuff.
Oh, you are so out of goodness.
I'm like, who's Xena or Buffy?
Xena Warrior Princess, if that gives you any idea. Jake is in his seat going, oh, how dare you about Buffy? Everybody loves Buffy except for me.
Is that why? I mean, do you know him?
I've done a few readings for him and I've gotten inside his head.
Ah, okay, very good. Yeah. He said, I just thought it was funny when Xena would run on the people's heads.
Yeah, she would do that.
I have a lot of binge watching to do on a lot of shows here.
Yeah. But another one of my favorite doctors is John Pertwee. He was my classic doctor. Is John Pertwee.
Okay.
He
was on Doctor Who? Okay.
He was the 3rd Doctor and he was my 2nd favorite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you really need to watch Classic Who, Jake. You really do, seriously. Promise me you will. And when you make that promise, that's a big promise. You can't break it. Yeah. So yeah, he was. You probably don't know who Sean Pertwee is.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not a clue. Oh, she says, I'll try it out, I promise.
Okay, you promised me. You promised. Let's see, because Sean Pertwee played Albert in Gotham, another TV show.
Listen, my shows are like Bewitched, That Girl.
Girl. Mm. That's stuff I watched when I was a kid.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are still great shows.
Okay. But
You're like, okay.
I go with the times. The only one I still watch from my childhood is Doctor Who. Sorry.
You're like, I go with the times. I go with the times too, just like I go with the 60s and 70s times. That's all.
And the nowadays doctors, the only ones I like were Christopher and Tom. Christopher was Dr. 9. Matt was Dr. 11, and Peter Capaldi was Dr. 12. Any others, I don't know. The new doctor, Dr. 14, we don't know yet because none of his stuff has been released, but we do know his name. His name is Ncuti Gatwa, and he's from Scotland, but he's originally from another country.
Oh,
And what I really like is that he's going to be our first Black doctor.
very cool.
I like
Jake
it.
says, I like stupid TV shows that are dramatic and cheesy, like Switched at Birth.
Oh,
That's kind of how Charlie's Angels was.
mm-hmm.
You're like, oh my goodness. It was cheesy and dramatic.
Yeah. But you just sit there and watch it anyway because it just.
I know you can't. It's like a bad wreck. You can't.
It's like a bad train wreck. You just have to sit there and watch.
Mesmerized by it. And especially if you have a bag of potato chips or cheese corn. I mean, that's it, right? You're not going anywhere.
Or white cheddar cheese.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's like, why am I watching this?
But you're just happy though. I mean, I'm just happy. So what does it matter?
I'm like, I could be watching Doctor Who right now.
He said he loves Charlie's Angels.
Oh, well, okay. That's good for you, though. All right. On to you, Avana. What's your favorite show?
Oh my gosh, you're going to love this. I have two favorite shows, and they're both from the 60s and 70s.
Oh.
What? Wait. This is like my most favorite show, and I can't remember it, but I remember I still love it. Do you guys remember the Banana Splits?
Yes! I watched that as a kid. Oh my God.
Okay, so I didn't, I remember seeing, look, this is going to bring back memories. Here we go. Look, here he is driving the car on the set. Yay! And then here's another picture of all four of them. Hold on, we're going to get it. Look at that. And of course, everybody's favorite was this guy, he was like the second one in here, the dog. Whoop, there he is. Everybody loved that guy the most, I think. I don't know. I did.
I love the dog. He was
it was like
huggable.
Yes, and it said that I actually printed out some stuff because I'm like, what the heck was I watching? Now this is like back in 1960s, right? It says it was the Banana Splits were a fictional rock band composed of 4 costume animal characters. So this guy was Fleagle, the dog, Fleagle, right?
Right.
And I don't know who. Let's see, Bingo. Oh, the drums was Bingo. That would have been him, right? Drooper was the bass. I'm gonna assume that this is Drooper. Whoa, this is Drooper.
Yeah, because he's drooping.
Yeah, and Snorky, the elephant. So he was the keyboards. It says this show ran for 31 episodes on NBC from September 7th, get the year now, September 7th, 1968, okay, to September 5th, 1970. And it was in syndication from 1970 to 1982. So anyway, that's what I was watching. It was, of course, a Hanna-Barbera production, right? What wasn't back then. And I think it was one of the first shows to actually, oh, wait a minute. The Cross Brothers also helped with this, and then they started, remember, H&R Puffin stuff.
Oh.
Right? I mean, so, oh, and it says they were the bubblegum rock group. That's what they were called. They were called a bubblegum rock group. And let's see, I'm trying to see here what else. Oh, remember they had the oh, well, first of all, it says the Banana Splits Club. The wraparounds featured the adventures of the club members who acted as a musical quartet meant to be reminiscent of the Monkees.
Oh, okay.
And that makes sense because they were like the Monkees, right? I mean, now that I'm reading this, I'm like, oh yeah. And then they were, yeah, and they used some of the stuff was shot at Six Flags over Texas and Coney Island Amusement Park in Cincinnati, Ohio, because they had, remember they would do stuff on the amusement park, like they'd show them, and so some of it was again Six Flags and then Coney Island, but in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay. Now, yeah. Jake, the Banana Splits were not a cartoon. They were an actual like variety show.
You're right.
So I remember watching it as a kid when it was in syndication.
Yeah, I don't know if I watched the original but I think I watched the originals and probably a little bit in syndication too. But they would do like one segment on something, and then they would kind of go into like a cartoon thing, and then they'd go back and do something in their studio. But the best part of this show was the Tra La La song.
Yeah, I had that.
La 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 tra la la la
la la. Yeah.
1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4, right?
Yeah,
I had that.
I had that in like a little thick plastic yellow record.
See? Remember those? I remember those yellow records. I do.
You had one?
Like, I think I did. Didn't they like put them in cereal boxes or something, and you could play them on the record player? Yeah, absolutely.
I had it.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't remember how. I didn't remember how I got it. I just remember having it. I could play it.
I know. I hardly remember anything about them except for the Tra La La song, and except for the fact that I was just always like mesmerized when they came on. You know, I mean, and I was just a couple years old. I mean, you know, but I totally enjoyed it. So I said, "Oh my gosh, what a blast from the past!" Right?
I know.
The Banana Splits. Tra la 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 la. Tra la 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 la. Yeah. And then my next show. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and Jake is like, "Oh wow."
Yeah.
He's like a youngin', and he's like trying to picture. He's like,
"Hey, you know what? I totally love the show, even though I don't remember it." And
we both did.
My mom took me to see them live. I think somewhere in my mom's photo archives is a picture of me like with them. Like my mom took me kind of like a selfie or whatever. She took me, and they're like on the stage, like behind me. You know what I mean? See them on the stage, and I'm like I'm just mesmerized watching them.
Oh,
I know. So when I said, what's my favorite shows? And then the next show I thought of was the Partridge Family. I printed out all kinds of stuff on them too. Remember the Partridge Family?
Of course.
Shirley Jones, David Cassidy, Susan Day, Danny Bonaducci. The other kids I didn't really know too much. But the best part of that show for me was when Danny Bonaducci would come in. Oh my gosh, he was so stinking funny on that show. And he was like always doing like deep mathematical like analysis on how they could make money and how they could invest in stocks. And oh my gosh, I just thought it was so funny. Oh, and the show.
Oh, he said, I barely remember any of the shows I watch. I rewatched Dexter recently and I was stunned by how little I remembered from 6 years prior.
Yeah, how about it? Because they're just like, like you just watch them and they just kind of like flow.
I know. See, but the
I
kids,
like what he said. They're dramatic and cheesy, so you're just kind of like, whatever. I think you just zone out during this stuff.
yeah, but the shows that we watched when we were kids, I mean, there was just something about them that made you remember it. And it just, it just,
Oh, to
hmm,
this day.
yeah.
Absolutely. So
And
I
what
didn't know that the Partridge Family was based on a real life musical family called the Cowsills.
Cowsills. Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
They
knew it.
they
Maybe
made like one or two albums together.
with the Cowsills.
Hmm.
I didn't know. What they said though was, and originally they lip synced everybody except for Shirley Jones, and then after they did like 2 shows or something, they then David Cassidy said, I can sing. So then they would just take Shirley Jones and David Cassidy, and the rest of the band was just lip syncing.
Hey, Tracy Ralph is here. Hey,
Oh,
girl. Wendy's like, I remember them. Yeah, we all remember.
Tracy.
Hey, did you know one of Mark Hamill's very first roles was on the Partridge Family?
Okay, because there's a whole list of people, notable guest stars. You remember Maury Amsterdam? He was on Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dick Clark, Howard Cosell, Jodie Foster, Pat Harrington Jr. I think he was on One Day at a Time.
Yeah,
Isn't
he
he
was.
yeah. And then Harry Morgan, Richard Pryor. It says others who
Yeah.
would later become famous in other roles. Meredith Baxter, Bert Convy, Farrah Fawcett, Mark Hamill, Louis Gossett Jr., Cheryl Ladd, Vic Tayback. Wasn't he the cook on Alice?
On Alice, yeah. Hmm.
Oh my gosh. And Rob Reiner. And there's a whole list of other ones that I didn't even really recognize, but they actually went on to be famous after being on the show.
Well, they were like Bert Convy was on an episode of Perry Mason, the black and white.
Was he?
Uh-huh.
Was he? I remember him too on that game show.
Password.
Was it Password? Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember him on a game show.
he died while he was doing that, unfortunately.
He died when he was on Password?
No, he wasn't die. He didn't die while he was on the show. But
he died while he was like working on it, like not physically on the stage, but while he was a part of it.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was
go ahead.
And that was like in the 90s, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, future Charlie's Angels stars Jacqueline Smith, Farrah Fawcett, and Cheryl Ladd all made guest appearances on separate episodes of The Partridge Family.
Hi.
Just saying.
And everybody says that Mark Hamill looks rough for his age. And I say, no way. I think he looks good for his age. So,
well, there you go.
yes, he gained some weight. So
well,
what?
I think it's hard because we all know him very young. Was that the guy in Star Wars?
Yeah, he played Luke.
Yeah, that's it. You're just disgusting with me. You're like, well, I knew he was in Star Wars. But he was so young. That's how you remember him. And then you see him 20, 30 years later, it does. You know what I'm saying? It is different.
I know, but poor
Because we just saw him so young, Oh, and then here's the words to the song. Remember season 1 says, when we were singing, come on down and meet everybody and hear us singing. There's nothing better than being together when we're singing. 5 of us and Mom working all day. We knew we could help her out if our music would pay. Danny got Ruben to sell our song, and it really came together when Mom sang along. Aren't those
Mhm.
great lyrics? And then they said, "Come on, get happy" was the other seasons.
Come on, get
Yeah,
happy.
"Hello World" here, the song that we're singing. Come on, get happy. A whole lot of loving is what we'll be bringing. Will make you happy. We had a dream we'd go traveling together. We spread a little love and then we keep moving on. Something always happens whenever we're together. We get a happy feeling when we're singing a song. Yay! Woo! So those are my two shows I had that were like my favorite so far. But there's so many.
I know there are so many shows.
I know.
So many. I mean, we've got lots to choose from. But then again, we're not just going to be talking about shows, people. There's so many things we could talk about. We could talk
And
about
then
clothes or singers
Danny
or
Bonaducci went off and recorded an album by himself, but it didn't do too well.
no, poor guy is not doing too good.
Oh, he's not?
Well, he does well, and then he goes down, and then he
Oh,
goes
does
back
he?
up, and then he goes back down, and then he goes back up, and then he goes back down. I mean, yeah, that's poor Danny.
Yeah. Well, I used to love it on the show. He was hilarious. Oh my gosh. He made that show for me.
Oh,
Mine, the ending in Crappy Snow.
well, he's talking about Dexter.
Okay,
Dexter,
Dexter, I see. Okay, got it.
Jake's
Dexter,
not.
yeah.
Well, for me, well, you know which modern show is my favorite? Classic show and modern show. You know which one's my favorite? Sorry.
Oh, well, yours spans like 50 years.
60.
Okay. Yeah,
Ne-
okay.
Next year will be 60 years.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, yeah. Well, pick one show, of course, that's been on for 60 years. There you go, right?
Yeah. Ooh. But anyway, yeah. What can I say? I just love it. I can't help it.
I can see that and I can feel how much you love that show. Yeah. You better cool off over there.
And I'm not even wearing the scarf.
Yeah, I told you. Or take that thing off. You're going to get too hot. He says, I'm a millennial that likes reading. We exist. Amazing. I know.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Okay.
You see, we're Gen Xers.
I might
So
even be beyond that.
no,
What age group is Gen X? I think that's what I am.
a Gen Xer is like from 1960 to 1973.
Okay, then I'm a Gen Xer.
He goes, Jake goes, okay.
Everything became a lot clearer.
Yeah. It's like, okay, now it's making sense. Now it's making sense why they're not making sense.
That's funny.
They're old. They're Gen Xers.
Oh my gosh, at least I'm a Gen X. Maybe later.
Well, that's probably what he's thinking. It's like, oh, they're old. They're Gen Xers.
That's mine.
But I don't feel old.
Oh
But
my God, I
okay.
feel about 12.
But but we're not old. Okay, we're not old. I'm not going to be old until I'm about 80 something.
Maybe not even then.
True.
It's just a number.
True.
Yeah, Jake, I agree. I like pretty much everything too.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Footprint Tarot. Hey, girl. Whoop, whoop. Hey, everybody, if you want, you can start asking questions now. That was fun going through our show.
I thought it was fun. Yeah.
See, I was cleaning up and I found my very first deck I ever bought.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Yeah. Did it help?
Well, I tried pulling it a couple times and I was like, what is this? What? It's like, but eventually, but I bought another deck and then it started clicking.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
But I tried.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's all you can do.
Yeah. Whew. Whew. I hot. Okay, Jake's got a question. Let's get him. Woo. See, get him starred. I want to star him. And then Wendy's got a. Whoops. No. I'm trying to hit the 3 thing button so I can star her. There we go. I got your question. Okay.
Okay. Feeling it. Okay.
Yeah, you know you've got some stuff you gotta there. You know there's some stuff you gotta do, Jake. But hopefully these words will finally get you will finally get you motivated and just kick you in the butt to go. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it. I know what you mean. If you're talking to me, I know what you mean. You know what? I'm ready to go. I can read for Jake here if you're ready or if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna keep us like this because we're equal,
Yeah.
and I'm sure.
No, that's fine. Jake, the first card I got for you is the Empress card, which says creation, abundance, and action. Sounds like there's something that you're getting ready to create or something that you want to create, but you're just not moving forward with it. You're kind of just sitting in this chair like the Empress, although I know she has a baby there. I'm not saying you're sitting there with a baby, but you're kind of sitting there. There's something that you want to create. Your obstacle is feeling confident and passionate and adventurous. You just don't feel confident, passionate, or adventurous about moving forward. This Knight of Fire, again, this is in the obstacle position. So there's going to need to be something that kind of sparks you along. I'm looking at this outcome card. I have a couple of cards here for you. Is this Eight of Earth, education, focus, and details. As soon as you get motivated, I think I'm hearing the word fun. Think about something that you want to do that is fun and that you want to learn more about. Something that sparks you. Again, you'll focus on that, the details. You see the Eight of Earth here, these pentacles. She's making these pentacles. They're very skilled. I'm just finding something fun to do that will motivate you, that will spark you, learning about it, the education and the details that will come. It will just bring it to life and have something to really focus on. Because when you do, you get the Four of Fire, which is prosperity, contentment, and celebration. Oh my gosh, you can't get like, I mean, what a nice card. This is like you graduating with this idea and moving forward, and also accomplishment. You got the World too. Accomplishment, celebration, and completion. This to me, whatever this idea is that you finally get sparked to follow and get some training on, or get learn about, or maybe enhance your skills on, is really going to bring you to this completion phase of moving through. Once you get to this phase where you're completing your studies and you're learning about it and you're moving forward, you're going to end up, it's going to take you, you're going to come full circle with this World card. It's actually going to push you into something even bigger. And the funny thing is I pulled two of these Golden Insights Oracle. I pulled one and one fell out. The first one that fell out was Bull, which is stubborn, uncompromising, stability and durability, and riches and wealth. Kind of like you're being a bit stubborn, but you have the strength. This Bull is strong to move forward and to provide the stability, durability, riches, and wealth, but you're kind of stubborn about it. I don't know what's holding you back or what you're stubborn about. You know, did you ever hear that saying too? It just crossed my mind, so I'm going to say it. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. It just seems like you need to find this teacher, and when you finally hone in on what you're looking for and what's going to cause you, give you that spark and fun, the teacher will appear. But and then the last Oracle card I got was graduation, leveling up, intelligence, recognition, and achievement, learning something new. As soon as you're able to get through this period of maybe apathy, where you maybe just don't know what you want to do, but as soon as you figure it out, you are going to just go. I mean, really, you know what? The sky's the limit. I mean, you're really going to do well at it. I see. Oh, yep. Stubborn. That's my middle name. Oh, and there's a creative project that you're putting off. Okay. When you start, sit down, try to work on it as best you can, but have fun with it. Ask the universe too, to give you like a gentle nudge, have fun, and you'll start to see things maybe to fall into place. Apathy. That's the perfect word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you what. It may not be this project. It may be something that grows from this project, but there's something that you're going to start to work on, and you are going to feel very sparked by it. And it's actually going to lead to much bigger things and much bigger prosperity and a very nice skill set. Yeah. And you're right here with this creation card. So that's where you're at right now, but it's really gonna pop for you. In fact, I wish I knew what your project was, because I think I'm gonna do it. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I mean, because it's
Like,
gonna
you don't
pop.
have enough going on right now.
You're right. I have enough going on. I'm just saying, I got the feeling like it's gonna pop and it's really gonna go forward. And you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. I mean, you're gonna meet money. You're gonna meet people, make money. It's just like the whole package, really. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, Amy. I'm sure I talked long enough about that.
Oh, that's okay. I was gonna just let you just go until you were done. Okay, the first card I got was the Five of Air. What and I got this as soon as I got this card, I was like, yep. Deep down, I think you're afraid of making mistakes, having lots of melodrama, and having to reassess what you're doing. I think deep down you want to do things, but I think deep down you're like, am I really, is this going to happen? What? You're afraid of making mistakes, I think. But you're not going to make mistakes.
Right. Yeah, correct. You're not right.
Right. You're not going to make mistakes, but I think deep down you're thinking, am I going to make mistakes? Because I think you're thinking that, and that's self-sabotaging, and I don't want you to do that. And there's not going to be any melodrama going on, and there's no reassessing that needs to go on. This card, I think, represents what's kind of going on in your mind, and it doesn't need to be going on. You need to whoosh, be gone, that stuff. this card, the Three of Water, represents celebration, community, and friendships, like she said. You're going to be getting lots of friends, and you're going to be getting into an even bigger community, and making lots of friends. So don't be worrying about any of this. Get this out of your head. This is what you need to be focusing on. This is what you're going to be getting. This is what's going to happen for you, which is good stuff, and I like it. I really like it. Don't you dare fall on me. Nope. Good cards. God. Yeah, it's been a day.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Awareness, caution, and consequences. You've got awareness of things, yes, but I think if you take too much caution, there'll be consequences. If you don't go ahead with your plans, there'll be consequences that you will have to deal with, because there are better things that are waiting for you, and there will be consequences if you don't do the things you need to do. They are being very, very vague with me, and it's making me sound stupid. Yeah, they're saying if you don't do the things you need to do to get to your project, to get here, then there will be consequences that you will have to deal with, and I don't think you will like those consequences. I think you'll be back here asking us questions. What happened? What do I do? Kind of thing. If that made any sense whatsoever. But and I got the last card is I got the Four of Air. Meditation, recuperation, contemplation. I think this is what they also would like you to do. Just rest. Just recoup. Just think in your mind, what do I need to do? What do I need to do to get here? It's just that simple. What do I need to do to get here? Well, I think it's simple. You might not. You're probably sitting there going, "Lady, you're nuts." But that's what I'm hearing.
He says he's curious about the consequences.
Like things not going right. If you don't do what you need to do to get here, things will go different directions and not go the way they're supposed to. Consequences.
I'm getting to, if you don't mind my just popping in, I'm getting to the consequences being you're trying to like maybe at some point move upstream. Don't move upstream, go downstream, let the water take you. Let that, if you're moving along, don't fight things. Try to really tap into your intuition and see where you're supposed to go. It should be a fun journey. It shouldn't be a bunch of consequences.
Well, yeah.
Not that you won't run into them, okay? If but try to go with the flow.
But or it could go in different directions that you don't want to be going in.
Right.
But that's what they meant by. I'm just saying by what the card said.
Right. No, absolutely.
But if he doesn't do what he needs to do, then he'll go off in different directions, so that it'll take him longer to get back to
Sure.
Where he needs to go. That's what I meant by consequences. I was just trying to incorporate what the card said.
Yeah, no, and you know what? Something else I want to say about that. If you do have consequences or you go off the flow, that's okay. There's no wrong answers. You'll learn stuff that way too. You'll get back to where you need to be, but it'll be fine.
Yeah. You'll just possibly get a few maybe bumps and bruises along the way. No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal.
I hope that helped and resonated. I hope I didn't scare you.
No. Okay, what's the next question?
Boop. Will my daughter get the house she wants? Thank you. Let us see. Don't you just hate it when you're shuffling the cards all face up, right side up the way they're supposed to be, and then they somehow as you're shuffling, some get right side up and some get upside down.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. She also says further down that her daughter's name is Kelly, but I'm ready to. I got some really good cards here, so I'm pretty ready to go.
Go ahead.
The first card that I got is the Six of Fire: success, recognition, and self-esteem. Six Fire is the wands in the Rider-Waite deck, so this is a lot of energy, a lot of masculine energy moving forward, and again, success, recognition, and self-esteem. I also got the Star. This is a major arcana card. Inspiration, fulfillment, and earth. There's a lot of balance. This is really like a wish come true, a dream come true. And as the outcome, I got prosperity, contentment, and celebration. The Four of Fire. Again, the Four of Fire, the Six of Fire. A lot of fire energy here. A lot of wands, and the Star card. I then pulled, actually, again, I got two oracle cards here. The first card I got, which I think is actually kind of a helpful card. It says clock, time pressures, timing issues, ease time's grip when the time is right. So just realize there may be some deadlines that have to be followed or whatever to get this house purchase done, or to move. If I don't know if she's renting or something like that, but there may be definitely some time issues. So just keep that in mind. If they need paperwork or whatever, working with the bank or the realtor or whatever, again, I would keep the timing pressures, and the timing issues in mind. Also, ease time's grip. Don't get too over this, like where you're gripping onto all this, in your head and your heart. Let the energy flow. Follow the paperwork you need to turn in, whatever you need to do. Watch the deadlines. So, but then the other oracle card I got was Clover. Good fortune, luck is on your side, prosperous relationships, and prosperity consciousness. So, yeah, I would have to say, again, it's for entertainment purposes only, but I would have to say that, yes, these are all good cards, and they all definitely point in the direction of your daughter getting that house that she wants. So that's my reading.
Okay. Hey, the first card that I drew was the World, accomplishment, celebration, completion. She will get the house. For entertainment purposes only, she will get the house. Straightforward. I also got the King of Fire. Inspirational, charismatic, innovative. I feel that's what she is. And I also feel that will help her get a house. I got Eight of Water. This is her right now, searching empowerment and fulfillment. She's searching for a house, but she has the empowerment to fulfill her dream and find a house. Because there she is, following down the road with her angel in front of her looking for a house. And she will find a house. Don't you dare. Don't you dare fall. My cards are just being stupid. And the last card, the moon, intuition, illusion, and revelation. She has intuition, it feels, but it's like right now she feels like there's an illusion that she won't find a house, but she will. She'll have a revelation that she'll find her house, that she will have her house. Yay! So, entertainment purposes only, she will find her house. Yay!
Yes, I hope that resonated with you.
Yes, we hope that resonated. Hey, Dana. Oh, any advice from my guides on my new business? Any advice from my guides on my new business? Let's see. Oh. You'll probably be done before me because as soon as you're done, you start.
Okay.
Yeah, you're probably done because you start shuffling as soon as you're done.
Well, I just start, not necessarily on the question. I just start shuffling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What we do is from Dana. She says, any advice from her guides on her new business?
Nope. Hold on.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Oh, I just dropped a couple of cards. So I thought I better grab them.
Oh, I hate that. Yesterday I was on a show with Heather and Scott, and I was just kept dropping my cards and dropping my cards.
Right?
I was like, really? Because we were doing hauntings in our own states.
Oh, cool. That sounds good.
Yeah, we did one that was like 45 minutes away from where I live. So, yeah. The movie theater I went to all the time when I was a kid.
Okay. That sounds good. I'm sorry. I'm in this
Yeah,
question
go ahead
in
and
my
go.
head. So Dana, the first card that I got is the Emperor. This is obviously a very good card to get for business, organization, leadership, and structure. I don't know if you're actually really just thinking about starting one, maybe writing a business plan, or if you're actually forayed into starting one. But organization, leadership, and structure looks like those are three key elements that you can provide and that you are ready to provide, and you will obviously need all three to move forward. So that's the first thing that that you guys are saying is make sure and that you actually not make sure that you do it, but you are actually doing this, and I think that's a good thing. The challenge is the wise counselor, belonging, learning, and traditions. These are the things that you can provide and you are able to provide them. But some of your obstacles are going to be learning and any of the traditions of that, maybe of that business that you're into, that you're looking into, anything like that. You have some things to learn. You have some things that you need to hone, and you maybe don't feel like you belong in that industry maybe as much as you will once you get some of this learning under your belt. But the outcome is the Chariot card. Moving forward, willpower, victory, and recognition. So you have these organization, leadership, and structure skills. You're learning about the business and the industry, and the outcome is willpower, victory, and recognition. This Chariot moves only because this charioteer, which would be you, there you go. That's a very, you these charioteers are very strong. They're holding the reins of these horses, and they're moving this way, they're moving that way, and you're going to get probably pulled a couple different directions while you do it. But I think you're really going to enjoy it. And I pulled two more cards. This other card, which is release, which says endings, transformation, and freedom. I think that this guy or this new business idea that you have is you, like the phoenix rising. It's really signifying a new start, an ending to something else. But something else that you're doing is ending. You have this transformation and this freedom. As you can see, this phoenix is rising, and you're really, really excited about the freedom that you're going to have. And I don't mean time freedom or freedom from not working hard, because you're going to be the charioteer here working hard. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be getting pulled in many directions, but you can handle it. Okay. So I'm not saying freedom from that, but I'm saying like a freedom in your heart and in your heart chakra and in your, in your mind about you're kind of like, now you're the boss, you're doing things how you want to do, and you're doing something that really sparks you. And then the last card that I did pull, this is again the Oracle card, ballerina, discipline, gracefulness, elegance, strong focus required, practice, and perfection. I mean, I'm literally now just getting chills reading this, because you are going to do this. Yeah, even Amy's like, yeah, just you're going to need the discipline, but you have it. Gracefulness, elegance, strong focus required, practice, and perfection. I think moving forward, you have a very, your guides are saying absolutely. However, I want to say something else that they're telling me, which is, if this new business puts you into like a better vehicle moving forward, absolutely. If not, if there's things that are missing, like for instance, I would not quit any current job I'm in until you really get the foundation going on this. Okay. So I'm saying, yeah, there's a new business that you can pursue and that you have the skills and the spark to do, and they're behind you, but don't jump ship on anything that's solid in your life right now, as you move forward. So I hope that resonated with you. That's my reading on that.
Actually, Dina, this is the first time I pulled a 7-card spread.
Wow.
They just kept having me pull and pull and pull. I was like, okay. Okay. Did you just yawn?
No, I didn't. I was going, I was like, I'm looking at my phone because I'm responding to, I'm in the chat here.
Oh, okay. The first card I pulled was the Queen of Air, which is the Queen of Swords, and this is you. I was like, okay, this is starting to be a strong reading here, because she represents brilliance, experience, and humility, humorousness. Okay, this is or will be you. One of the two. So don't be worried. Yeah. I saw that and I'm like, yeah, she's got this. Second card I pulled was strength, because here's you walking alongside a lion. And it represents courage, compassion, and perseverance. because you have courage to be starting this new business, and you have the perseverance to keep doing it, and you have compassion for the business. So this is definitely you walking alongside your lion there. And you've got that strong look on your face. And by the way, do you have red hair? It would be really weird if you had red hair. Mm-mm. Um, um, Also, the third card I pulled, they want you to have balance with this business. They are saying they want compromise. They want you to have compromise, self-control, and moderation when you first start this business, because you don't want to start out full bore. Just, do moderation at first. Um, because you don't know what's going to be what. You have to watch people and kind of feel it out and see what they like and what they don't like, because then you'll be stuck with a lot of stuff that you can't sell. Yeah, that's happened with a few people I know. That's not cool. The next card I pulled was the Queen of, you're getting a lot of queens. Queen of Fire, or the Queen of Wands. Intelligent, exuberant, and determined. Because that's you wanting to do this business, wanting to start this business. But do it in a smart way. Do it in an intelligent way. Don't just go, like I said, full bore. You have to watch. You have to watch what people want. You have to watch the environment. Watch your expenses. Just watch the whole thing as you go, because I've seen people do stupid things and then have their business go down in less than a year. We want to see this business go on and last. Okay, the next card I got was the Two of Water. Partnership, commitment, and reconciliation. You might have, if you don't already have, a partner for this business. If you do, then you're gonna have to be, you're gonna have to be doing a lot of what do you want to call it? Oh gosh, my brain just went blank. Well, he or she might want to do one thing, but you might want to do another thing. So you're going to have to do a lot of compromising about things and how things are done or run with partners. You never know. But with a partner, you can make it work. Who knows? Maybe you can do it with a friend and they can, but friends can be sometimes difficult.
Thanks.
You never know. The next card I pulled was Eight of Earth, and that's education, focus, and details. Educate yourself about what you want to do with this business. Focus on those focus on the details. Focus on what you're learning, and make it the best business. Make it the best business you can make it, so that it lasts. But like Avana said, don't leave what you're doing now until you until it's time for you to go on to your go on to this business until this business is secure enough to my brain just went, I'm gone. My brain just went poof. Until the business is strong enough to support you or maybe a partner financially. And the last card I got was the wheel, which means eventually your business is going to make a lot of money. So don't worry about it. Your business is going to do very, very, very well. So yay. I hope it resonated. I hope you liked it. So yay. Have a good night. My brain is silly now because it went completely blank and I'm just completely silly.
Well, let's get, I think there might be 2 more questions and then I have to leave at 9:30. So that it's 9:12 my time. So I got about another, 18 minutes or so. But I think that'll be plenty of time to answer the last. I think there's 2 more questions in there.
Okay. Oh, you have to leave already? Aw.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Whoops. I have to go down, 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 down. Oh. Oh, hi, Colorful Foresight. I didn't see you, Idari. You're welcome, Wendy. I'm just seeing it now as we go.
Oh, thanks, Tracy. Ralph, she said, you ladies are rocking it. Thank you.
Thank you. Am I even close? Where the heck is it?
What?
Okay, question. Boop. Any advice from my guides in dating in 2023? I'm nervous yet.
Well,
Pushing.
after this question, we have to go back. I think Tracy, Ralph has a question.
Ralph had a question.
Yeah, Tracy, Ralph had a question. But that's okay. We can do colorful foresight and then we come back to Tracy, Ralph. I don't have any problem with that.
Where was it?
If you go up to Jake Tay.
Oh, there it is. Oop. Nope. That's not
that
what
was
I
the
want.
one I thought that was it.
No, I was trying to star it.
Star it.
Boop. Yeah, and then go back to. Come on. Boo, boo, boo. There we go. Sorry, Tracy. I missed you, Isali.
We'll get you. Okay, let's see. So, colorful foresight. Any advice for my guides in dating in 2023? Okay.
Oh, it's been a while for me too, girl. It's been like 12 years, maybe more. Not since the last guy I dated for 3 years told me I was unbelievably fat. Unbelievably fat, hideously ugly, and he wouldn't be seen out in public with me because I'm a cripple. That's what he said. So I'm like, oh, great, thank you. So I was devastated for like a year.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I haven't dated since. And he asked me to marry him, and then I was going to tell my family, and he says, "Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you." And he's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "I was just kidding."
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, "Well, that's not something you kid about, you dummy." I said something else, but I can't say it because it's YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready to go, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Color
Go ahead.
foresight, the first card that I got for you, beautiful Queen of Air. There you are. Brilliant, experienced, and humorous. How beautiful that card is. Um, there you are standing there with your sword and your beautiful dress, and well, I was going to say your crown. I don't see a crown or tiara, but there you are, just perfect, just very, 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 very smart, brilliant. You have experience, and you're funny. So there you are. Okay, the obstacle or the challenge. Two of Earth, which is the Two of Pentacles, balance, prioritization, and playfulness. I think you need to bring some balance back into your life with adding some playfulness to it. When you do that, you're going to open up your energy to attract more playfulness and more of a lighthearted feeling and a lighthearted spirit. The Queen of Air, or I'm sorry, yeah, the Queen of Air is a sword. The sword really, it does cut like a knife. Okay, it's very analytical. She's this woman, this Queen of Air is very analytical, still humorous, still has fun, but try to maybe focus on that part of your personality for a while, because I'm saying that because of this obstacle or challenge card of balance, prioritization, and playfulness. You need to prioritize this too about meeting someone and going on dates. It needs to be a priority. You might need to go on, maybe here's what's coming into my mind. Maybe join some online dating groups. And I'm just going to throw some out there. I know nothing about any of them, okay? But like Match.com, Harmony or whatever, I don't know what they're called. Also, maybe going out and taking some lessons, some golf lessons, or something else that maybe guys do. You can take some lessons and start to, again, golfing or whatever, so that you can start to meet some people in those well, just doing things that they do, maybe going to football games. Okay, I mean, add that playfulness and that prioritization to your, I see, yes, she says, yes, I need to prioritize dating. When you do, look at everything you have to offer, right? It's almost like you should not hold yourself back because you have so much to offer. Again, this is actually, even though this is the outcome card, here's another sword card. And this is, again, analytical. You cut through all the stuff, you just go for it. It says intellectual, determined, and motivated. Yes, yes, yes. Again, the dating, make it a priority. Make it a priority in your life. Be determined about it. Whoever you're looking for is not going to show up at your front door. You're going to have to go out in the world and find them and do the work and meet the people. And you know what? I mean, it's just a part of how it is. And I don't know how, if you're that open into, again, like the online dating services and things. I'm not, saying that's what you have to do, but well, from my own experience, that's something that I had to do for a while. So it's like, you know what? At the very least, you meet people, you go out, and you start sending that energy out of the fact that you are open to a relationship and you're available to date, and So again, you really have to maybe put some legwork in it. And I know that you're saying any advice from my guides in dating in 2023. I don't know, why not now? I mean, why not this summer, or why not this fall? I don't know. I don't know what's
Or
going.
winter.
Yeah, or winter, right. So now, that being said, I have a few more cards. Your outcome card, the Empress, abundance, creation, action. What a beautiful card. The abundance card of the Empress card, again, represents the abundance. It does represent fertility. I'm not saying anything about that, but she is holding a baby. I know. I'm just going to throw it out there, right? But how beautiful. Because from this queen to this empress. It's all this feminine energy that is just really beautiful, beautiful abundance. And you have just so much to offer moving forward, you know. And then the last two cards I did, I pulled two more cards, and the oracle cards, which is bell, announcement, someone's arrived, spreading the news, and drawing attention. That's exactly what you need to do. Draw some positive attention to yourself and let people know that you've arrived. Not, and somebody else will probably arrive in your life with you. So that's that card. And the egg, fertility, new life emerging, potential within. Change is around the corner. Grasp it, own it, go out there and make a plan for it, and you will be very, you will move forward and find someone that that you really are. I just get the feeling that you will really be in tune with them, and that would be my what my guides are hearing through the cards from your guides on your dating into 2023. So
Or sooner.
or sooner, right? Exactly. In fact, she did say, winter, yes. So yeah, winter. And in fact, it's funny because look, isn't that something? This Knight of Air, the outcome, it's a winter. It's winter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that resonated with you, Colorful Foresight.
Okay, it's funny. Very first card I got was the Two of Water or Two of Cups, partnership, commitment, and reconciliation.
There you go, right?
Mm-hmm. If this doesn't say something, I don't know what will. Hello.
Exactly. And Tracy Ralph, give yourself permission to have a little fun. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And also, you got the Queen of Air. I got the King of Air.
There you go. Yep. And winter. You see, that shows that winter time on it.
Winner. Yes. And he represents knowledge, objective, and respected. You gotta be nowadays. You gotta be knowledgeable, have an objective, and you gotta be respected. You can't just knowing how guides if you choose to go the dating app route or not, you gotta be respected. You can't just be like,
Yes.
okay, whatever. You've got to have an objective, and you've got to
Yeah.
be
Put your objectives
knowledgeable.
down, what you're looking for to attract that. Right.
Yeah. So yeah, she got the queen, I got the king.
Yep.
So
And those are two communication cards too.
it's like you and I are like getting the same cards again.
That's good.
I know, it's great. Don't you dare follow me again. Jeez. Okay, and the last card I got was the Ace of Fire or the Ace of Wands, which represents opportunity, creativity, and action.
It's a new beginning. Yep.
Yeah. So you have an opportunity. Go take action. Go be creative. Go have fun.
Yeah. It's what we're here on earth to do. Create
Yeah.
and have fun.
Just go have fun. Be yourself. Just be yourself, but be careful out there because you don't know what kind of guy you'll be attracting. So be careful. I made that mistake with my ex. Okay, with my last ex. So just be careful. Okay. And I'm speaking from personal experience. Be creative, be yourself, take that action, have fun, but be careful at the same time.
Sure. Absolutely.
I hope that helped. I hope that resonated.
There you go. All right, let's answer Tracy Ralph's question, and then I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to leave for the evening.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, Tracy Ralph.
Been working on a new business plan today and new scheduling. How do my new choices look? I just heard good, but let's see what the cards and guides say. And oh, we've got 5 people on. Uh-oh. But that's okay. I can keep going for a while. You gotta go to bed already?
Yes.
What time is it for you?
Right. Well, it's 9:26.
Wow, that's early for me. Oh, 6 people came in. Yeah, I'll keep going for another half hour. So, and then I'm gonna call it quits, everybody. Because we just got 2 new people coming. But I would feel horrible leaving just when 2 new people comes in. You know?
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I have to go tonight by 9. Well, not 9:30. We can finish this read and that's fine. But I really have to. I really have to go.
Well, yeah, I understand you
It's
leaving.
been a trying week for me, so I need to just.
Yeah.
I also need to relax and. So Tracy, I am ready to go here.
Go ahead.
The first card that I got for you is the Three of Earth, which is the Three of Pentacles. This says talent, recognition, and collaboration. So I also, like Amy, how do my new choices look? I think they look good. I don't know if you are collaborating with other people or or what, if there are other people that you're working with, but it sounds like you are making good decisions with it, and you also get some recognition from it. With the obstacle card, I do get a sword, the sword card, the air, truthful, analytical, and outspoken. Um, you might stir up some people or some issues, maybe being a little too outspoken. I think for the most part, like I say, you're going to be collaborating in whatever this business plan is and this new scheduling. I think for the most part, it's going to be fine. However, I think that by analyzing this and bringing out the truth of whatever this business plan is, you might stir up a little bit of communication about it, being outspoken about it, and people wanting to talk about it or question you about it or ask you questions about it, which is fine, because you know what, you absolutely can answer those questions. The outcome that I got was the Ten of Water, a beautiful card, family, love, and blessings. Whatever this is, whatever this new business plan is and this new scheduling is, I really think going forward, it's really going to I'm sorry, I know my dog is barking. She wants to go outside, but
I know.
She's been in and out 10 times already. But this is the Ten of Water, like I said. Hold on, Bella, hold on. Again, this is family, love, and blessings. Moving forward, beautiful. It's actually going to settle in these changes in this new scheduling, and it's actually going to make people happy, or yourself happy, as far as being able maybe to spend more time with your family. And hold on. The last card I got, hold on, is the Sun card. Happiness, success, clarity, and divine masculine. But the Sun card is whatever these choices are that you're making or that you're looking at making, they are happiness, success, and the Sun card. You couldn't really get a better card on how your choices look. So sounds like you're definitely moving in the right direction. And I do apologize if my dog is barking. I
I know.
rescued her 3 years ago, and she was so scared, and now she found her voice. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And so I don't encourage this, but I'm happy to hear her, talk. But anyway,
Yeah.
Tracy, I hope that helped you, and and resonated with you. So I'm gonna mute my mic, but go ahead, Amy.
Okay. All right. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, Tracy, these are the cards I got for you. I got the Six of Air. I got relief, hope, and moving on. You are sailing, that's you in the boat. You are sailing peacefully away. You're doing great. You're moving on to better things with your business. Um, you're just living your best life right now. So no worries whatsoever. You're gonna do great with your business. Not just good, you're gonna do great. Um, I also got the Ten of Water card. I
Awesome.
I
Awesome.
was like, hello. I also got the Ten of Water card.
I
And
see it.
the family love and blessings card. This is going to bring, like she said, more time with your family. I think in the long run, this is going to be really good for you and them and you. And I think you're going to have a better relationship with them in the long run. Oh, now she's barking to be let in. That's great.
Yeah, right. I'll be right back.
Uh-huh. And then the last card I got was the World. Um, accomplishment, celebration, and completion. Your business is going to do absolutely wonderfully. Absolutely wonderfully. Um, so I don't think you have a thing to worry about with the changes that you made. Things are going to go absolutely and just great. I'm not worried one bit. So don't worry, Tracy. You'll be fine. You'll be wonderful. You'll be fine.
Yep. And she said her family is on board with it all. And so yeah, great read. Well, okay. Here, that's my other dog now barking. So this must be a good time for me to say good night. Thank you,
Yes.
everybody. Namaste. I totally appreciate being on. We'll see you next week, right? I'll see you guys next week, me and Amy.
Yes. And didn't you say that you had a reading with somebody and we had to change it to 9 o'clock?
Oh yeah, that's in August. Oh, that's next Thursday. Can we make it like 8:30 or something? Or
8:30? Yeah.
yeah, why don't we make it 8:30? I'm sorry, because I got confused. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect. And we'll see you next Thursday. I'll see you. We'll be here next Thursday at 8:30.
All right.
Thank
See,
you. Good
well,
night, everybody. Thank you.
night.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. I'll still be here for a while, guys, so don't go. If anybody still has questions, I'm here to answer them. Um, so, let's see. You have another question, Colorful Foresight? Or is that, oh, no, oops, no, that's the business, that's the one that we just looked at. Yay. Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing great, Colorful Foresight. Thanks for asking. I'm sorry for answering that so late. Ah. Oh, that's right, Colorful. I really can't be with that kind of person. He was a total you know what. Ugh. Oh, thanks. Colorful said I'm a Colorful said I'm adorable. Oh, you're welcome to everybody that I missed. Ooh. Ooh. Geez, this thing keeps jumping up. Who are your guides? Yeah, you've got everybody's got guides, Jake. Everybody got has guides, Jake. Who are your guides? Has your grandfather passed away recently? Or not recently, but has your grandfather, one of your grandfathers passed away, Jake? Because I just heard grandfather. Is I don't know why, but the name Mark just came up. Do you know a Mark somewhere in your family? I don't know why. Ah, see, that's why I came up with Mark. You were, see, I'm tuned into you. Yeah, I figured it was Mark. Mark likes the name. See, see, tuned into you. And it, I'm shuffling these cards a lot because I don't use them a whole lot, but Okay, I'm using my Palladians deck, and the first card I'll say them all, and then I'll say what comes into my head. Hey, Data. Oh, you're welcome, Dana. I'm glad that helped. I'll read the I'll read the cards, and then I'll say what my guides put in my head. Um, Crystalline grids, uh, quantum hearts, universal knowledge, and universal heart. Now, um, hmm, yeah, I think Tracy's right. I think Mark is the name of Tracy is right. Mark is the name of one of your guides. Um, and your guides read to you with a kind of a give you lead bit, bit, read to you and give you universal knowledge. Um, and they only give it to you when and where you need it. Um, and um, when you really get in tune with your guides, that's when they start downloading stuff into your brain. Like I'll just be sitting there and all of a sudden one of my ears will start ringing, and that's a sign that they're downloading something into my brain. Yeah, yeah, I am. There's never a time when I'm not. Um, it seems like I'm connected to them like 24/7. Um, no, it's not Mark from the Bible. It's a total different Mark. Um, but that's one because people can have several, several guides and angels. Um, and they also have a universal heart. Um, their their hearts go, cover all over. It just, because they're probably not just your guide. They could be somebody else's guide too. You never know. Um, you never ever know. And they also have quantum hearts, which means their hearts can hold so much more than our hearts can hold, which is awesome to think about. Um, that's just really awesome to think about. Um, Also, too, if you want to know more about your guides or find out who your guides are, all you have to do is just ask them. Okay. Yay. Yeah, all you have to do is just basically ask your guides what you want to know or who your guides are and say, could you please tell me in my dreams? And they'll tell you. Um, they've done that for me. Um, oh, they come to you in at the most inopportune times. I'm telling you. I've actually had one come to me when I was on the toilet once. That wasn't cool. Um, yeah, they just come at you just yeah. So, well, if if you say, "Hey, could you do this for me or could you show me this way?" Maybe they will. Or if dreams don't work, just say, "Could you show me some other way?" And they will. You never know. Um, and I've had things come to my head while I'm in the shower. Um, it happens. It happens. Um, I hope that helps. Um, yes. Um, does anybody else have a question to ask? Ouch. Or are they just, you're welcome. Does anybody else have a question to ask? Or are they tired of looking at my at my face? Just kidding. Just kidding. I'll be on here as long as you guys need me to be on here. Is everybody done with the questions? You're welcome, Tracy. I'm glad I could help you guys. But just remember we will be having another show next week um at 8:30 because we had to change the time. 8:30 on Thursday night. And I haven't had a chance to tell Ivana because we were in a hurry, but I think next week we will be talking about our favorite songs. So, yeah, our favorite songs. So spread the word out there, okay? Spread the word, so that people will know. And oh my gosh! Hey, hi Heather. How you doing? Um, yeah, Ivana had to leave, and it's just me for now. But that's all right. You have a question you'd like to ask? If you want to listen to the TV show stuff, you'll have to listen to the beginning. That's all right. I'm just glad I'm just glad that you showed up. I'm happy you're here. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. But I don't know if you heard, but next week for the show, we're going to be talking about our favorite songs. We're going to be talking about our favorite songs. So spread the word, let everybody know. And oh, for the people that didn't get to see it, my favorite TV show of all time is Doctor Who, and it's a replica, but it looks like his actual scarf, the fourth Doctor's scarf, and it's actually 12 feet long. It's actually 12 feet long. Oh, me too. Jim Baker, you mean Tom Baker? Yes, I like TJ. I love T. T's cool. Oh my goodness. Was that a joke? I love T. Tom Baker was the fourth Doctor, and he was my favorite. And this is a 12-foot long scarf, and the things on the yeah. And I'm wearing my Doctor Who shirt with all the doctors on it. Oh, here, with all my doctors on it. Uh, yeah. Where is he? I don't know. He's somewhere in there. Yeah, he's up here. He's like right eh, right right there. I can't show you too much or I'll be showing stuff I shouldn't show you. Um there. And it's got all their signatures on it. Yeah, I love this shirt. Um and Avana talked about banana splits, the banana split show, and the Partridge Family. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, Heather loved the X-Files. If we ever do another favorite shows thing, I'll do the X-Files just for you, Heather, because I do love the X-Files. I'll do the X-Files just for Heather. You should watch Merlin. Merlin's a good show. Um, have you watched the new Doctor Who, Heather, starting in 2005? because everybody loves David Tennant, but I don't like him. He's the 10th Doctor, but I don't like him. Ugh. He's too human. He's too human to be the Doctor. I don't like that. Oh, okay. But I promise you, the next time we do TV shows, Heather, I will do X-Files because I like it. I love X-Files, and I know how much you love X-Files. So I will do that in honor of you. Oh, then you've got a lot to catch up on because it's a good show, in my opinion. Oh, um, let's see, another favorite of mine was um that I got. Oh, another show that I like is the original NCIS. What do you guys think? I like the original NCIS. And everybody's like, ew, that's not my thing. Well, I like it because I come from a military family. So it's kind of my thing. Um, and I was born in Virginia, so Washington, D.C. Wasn't that far from where I grew up, from where I was born. So, okay. Thanks for showing up, Tracy. Thanks for showing up, Tracy. Bye. Love ya. Hi. You see? That's support. I haven't seen Homeland, but yeah, I don't know why you, you see military stuff doesn't scare me because I'm a military brat and my brother was military, my nephew was military, my grandpa was military, so and he saw some nasty stuff, and so did my dad, so it doesn't scare me. I'm just sort of neutral. Night, Heather. See you next week. Bye. Well, I was gonna say it's 10 o'clock here, so I'm going to sign off, everybody. Um, I'm glad we could help everybody, and I hope you guys had a good time tonight. And we will see you next week at 8:30, where we'll be talking about our favorite songs next week. So I'm sure we're gonna be having lots of fun. So remember, spread the word and have a great rest of your night and have a great weekend coming up and great week, and see you then. All right. Thanks. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye, everybody.